seen as some kind of healing pattern. So thinking of our past and memory, and when I think about Tom and traveling to my place and going around with him and everything. This week is funny because I have gathered, the cassette, tape cassette, and going back to the 90s, I had like full box of them. And I felt like this week the Lord kind of showed me that you need to discard all that. So it was probably, I don't know how much, 1,000 tape. And, looking at the title, some of them was Tom and me ministering all over the place. So I think I'm getting ready for something new, discarding the old, not forgetting about it, because those memories kind of keep us going. What we've seen in the past show us that this God we serve is real. Give us hope for the future. For now, keep on going, be a witness to others. Like if I say, I see somebody that's sick, I can say, I saw somebody that had the same sickness you have, heal. So give hope. This comes from my past, in a way, nostalgia. Okay, it's funny you talk about the GPS. I want to share about a vision I had about a car. Okay, in that vision, it's a progression. In that vision, I'm driving a car. It speaks about my relationship with Jesus and maybe our relationship with Jesus. But this morning when I was praying about that, I felt like it's more than just with Jesus, it's with one another. So it's kind of a double thing. Go with the scripture, love God and love your neighbor. You cannot separate those two. I cannot be so spiritual that I won't speak to anybody. The real measure of my spirituality is my ability to connect with others. So it's go together. If you love God, the Lord will impart to you the ability to love others. That my understanding, it's not a place where we are very strong. We need help. When we talk about loving others, some are easy, others are more difficult. And most of the time, the difficult one in the relationship, it's me. I always think it's the other, but the reality is I love it. One brother in the state, in the state, Sherry said, when I look at this crime scene in my life, the only one that's always there, it's me. So maybe all this trouble in my life, maybe I have something to do with it. I love to blame my wife, but the problem is Jesus is always around to tell me it's not about her, it's about you. Okay, so in this car, I'm driving, and like I said, it's about relationship with God. At first, Jesus is in the trunk. In my car, he's in the trunk. He's like the spare tire, You hope that it's there, but you hope you won't have to use it. And this is most people are like that. They hope there's a God there, but as much as is possible, I will run my life and do whatever I want. But I hope if everything goes bad, he's going to intervene in one way or the other. So the first part of the vision is that this thing about he's hopefully he's there. But at the same time, hopefully I won't need him. And most people, even a lot of people in the church are like that. Kind of weird, but they go on with religion without the feeling that they need a relation with God. And if you go in the world, it's mainly just everybody is like that. I've not met a lot of people that really absolutely believe that there is no God. They will argue, but those people that claim that I don't need God, I don't know how much time they call me and say, would you have a thought for me? Like instead of asking for prayer. And usually my answer is like, you mean you want me to pray for you? And they're like, yeah. Those arrogant people that tell you that they don't need a God and everything. When they're in trouble, suddenly they call you. They need. I have a flat tire. Can you come and help me? We had an experience when we, on our honeymoon, we went camping in the boonies in the north of Canada. I had this truck and a big van. Have the flat tire. It's, I don't know, we probably 100 miles in the forest. Never able to unlock the nut. So we finally had to walk from there, find a towing and call the guy and, all this. Finally, the guy came and was able to help us. Then the guy left, and Julien was supposed to have the key of the car. And I say, where's the key? Oh, I don't know. This was the first few days of our marriage. This was an old car with the key in the dash, so I kind of unplugged all the wire there and messed up with the wire, and finally able to start the car. So I was driving, and Julien was sitting right there. It's the old van with the big the thing that hide the engine in between the two seats. So Julien was there holding the wire where I was driving. So we can get out of there. Why I'm telling you that is, if you imagine this thing about Jesus is in the trunk, he's like the spare tire, you're going to encounter people that have, like us, have a flat, they couldn't fix it, they don't know what to do. So these people need us to teach them how to communicate, how to fix, how to pray, how to go to Jesus. And like the mechanic guy that came and helped us to get the tire out of there, sometimes it's us in the life of others. And other time it's Jesus himself that come to us and fix our life. A lot of us, Jesus came into our life in a season of a flat in our life where we were stuck there and didn't know what to do. He may have come through somebody, or sometime he come himself. We cry to God and say, Lord, help me do something, and suddenly something happened. So this is part of the vision. So we need to go further than that. Stop going to Jesus only when things go bad. And too much people are like that. When things go bad, they try everything, and when nothing works, finally they start to pray, or they come to us. Well, brother, can you pray for me? I've been digging deeper and deeper into that pit. Instead of trying to get out of it, would you help me? And if you are involved in any kind of ministry, you find out that there's a lot of people that are getting expert to dig deeper into trouble. And the other thing is, I have people that, when I see them arrive in my life, I say, okay, they're for sure in trouble because the only time they come to me, they're in trouble. They do that with Jesus. So we should not just stay there. I think it's a level of relationship. I have people that come to me only when they're in trouble. I have a relationship with these people, but these are not the people I will invite to my Christmas party. And I think Jesus is like that. If I go to him only when I'm in trouble, he still have a relationship with me because, he's the author of grace. But the thing is, knowing Jesus only there is very shallow. And it's true with us. People that come to you only when they're in trouble, you don't have a deep relationship with these people. Am I the only one like that, or? No? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Then the vision changed, and Jesus is sitting in the back seat. I'm driving because it's my life. I'm in control. And I can see him in the mirror. At this point, he started to kind of light on some conscience in me. When Jesus is in the trunk, you barely never think about him. When he's in the back seat, every time I look in the mirror, he's there. I feel like he's calling me to something deeper, but I'm still stuck into my thing about I'm just going to call him when I'm in trouble. But now he gets closer, and it's like I cannot avoid to see that he's real. He's not hidden anymore. This could be when I start to hang with Christian or start to go to church. It's a different reality. I can still be all in control, but he's starting to make me feel uncomfortable. Not in a bad way, but the reality of Jesus started to appear to me. Because most people, they think I'm stuck here and God is somewhere, I don't know where. Suddenly, he's around. I can feel it, him, and there's something happening there. So, in there, there's something that kind of a new light that's shining more and more in my life. But even there, Jesus is only a passenger in my life. I'm in control. So, and it's true with people. Like these people that come around only when they're in trouble, other people, they kind of like to be around me. But there's no input in me. You drag them around. You understand me? And I'm not saying this is bad. It's a level of relationship. And in this, I would say in the society now, most relationships are very shallow because everything is about me. Self-centered religion. A lot of Christianity now, it's about me. I come to this church because you provide something to me. I like the chair, very comfortable. Air conditioning. I like the music. Nobody bother me too much. But don't ask me anything. I'm just here to enjoy the ride. I'm a passenger. Hmm? You're pretty quiet. Okay. I think it's important to understand that. Yesterday we talked about the change. If we understand different level of relationship and the necessity to go deeper in relationship, the only thing you're going to bring with you in heaven, it's the relationship you built on the earth. There's nothing else. No money, no car, no house, no your ministry, your church, none of that will come with you. The only thing you're going to bring, it's relationship. If we want to build something that is eternal, let's build on relationship and go deeper than having somebody in the trunk of the car or maybe sit in the back seat. There's need to go deeper than that. Then the vision go on, and when Jesus is sitting in the back, I'm in control. He's the passenger. And if you stay there as a Christian, you spend your life struggling. It's almost like Jesus is there, but you feel like he's not there for me. I hear Brian's testimony like he's there for him, but for me it seems like he's not there. So the Lord is calling us to go deeper into that. Then the vision change, and Jesus is sitting in the passenger seat. Now I can touch him. He have control to some of the stuff on the the radio and maybe the GPS or my phone. Then I cannot avoid him there. He's right there. I can feel him. It's a different level of relationship. And we have better communication. Start to talk. Get to know one another. When you have, let's say, if I had a car and I had somebody that don't want to know too much about him, I would have him sit in the back. Don't sit in the front seat. I don't want you too close to me. So Jesus is there, and am I communicating anything here, or? Yes. Okay, I'm wondering. When I had that vision, really speak to me about the Lord inviting me to a deeper relationship with Him, and I think it's. We start to talk. We're able to touch one another. You have access to different things in the car. And in there, I allow him to give me his opinion. There's something there. Allow him to give me his opinion. I'm still going to decide whatever I want. But I'm like, speak to me, Lord, then I will decide if I obey or not. We're a lot like that, and sometimes we wonder, why, Lord, you don't speak to me? Well, what's the point of speaking to you? You never obey. Sometimes it's why there's silence up there, because we have determined to do our will, and it's just an accessory to ask him what he wants. Like, we'll see. You can talk talk as much as you want, but I will decide at the end what I do. And one of the reasons Christianity is struggling is this. We want God to speak, but we want to do our own thing. Am I the only one that do that, or you never done that? Okay. So never. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So is there then the conversation get deeper? There's a different level. This is where we start to read the Bible more, go to meetings, start to listen to message, inquire of other. Okay, brother, I'm going through this. What can I do? Or ask God, ask the Holy Spirit, seek an answer to the fact that, like what you shared earlier about, like in Canada, it's funny, the GPS can take you to a road that's closed during the winter. So you get stuck in the snow. And then even if you say recalculate, you're stuck. It's like no way out. We had these people that drive in like road that suddenly there's too much snow, the car just stuck there and they don't know. So sometimes it's like that. We're stuck with our life and we don't know what to do. And we need to go back and recalculate. Okay, Lord, I went that far into that dead-end road. You have dead-end road around here? Yeah. Yeah. Most of my life I was there. Okay, there's another road that we can take, but to go there, we need to go deeper. How do I go deeper? Start talking with God. I'm trying to avoid the word prayer because often prayer is like, the grocery list. My wife gave me a paper because she cannot trust me. You have 10 items in the paper, and I brought 5, or I brought 20. So, what's in there? Get to know, okay, Lord, what do you want? Give me direction. I need to know where we're going. I don't need to know what to do with my life. I've messed up enough. I waste so much time. Lord, and include God in every little aspect of your life. Not just Sunday, not just when you're stuck, but every day, every little thing. Could be just thanking God. Like sunny outside. It's nice. I like it. In the morning, I sit. Our table is on the south east side of the house. So in the morning, the sun go up, and I'm sitting there, take a coffee, enjoy life. And I know God is with me there. I want to thank Him for this, every little thing. And sometimes we kind of forget that. We go to God when we have a problem, when we are in church. It's like almost mechanic. But you want something deeper and casual. I want to be with you. I love to be with you. I want you to include me more in your life. Can I sit in the front seat with you? Can you give me a promotion in your life? Can you take me out of the trunk? And maybe just invite Him in the front seat of your life. There's something there that sometimes we forget that we carry Jesus with us. He's there. He's in me everywhere I go. And too often I kind of forget about that. And I get in control. And usually when I'm in control, I messed up the situation. Sometimes with what I say. Did you ever wreck a divine encounter with the stupid thing you say? You know, the Lord brings somebody and it's like divine appointment and I'm so dumb, just wreck the thing. Whether I don't talk, walk away, or give an unkind word, wreck the whole situation. Forget that everything that's happened in my life. I love Madame Guillon. She said, everything that happened to you is from God except sin. So every little encounter, little difficulty, magic moment, all this is God. But too often, we don't see him in the picture. He's in the back. You want to be in the front. But he's sitting there by me. We're getting more and more deeper into our relationship. We have future project. We dream of stuff. We made all these plans together. But I'm still a driver. I decide. Then he turned to me and says, "Can I drive?" I remember my reaction. I just my reaction was like, what? Can I drive? And this is a question Jesus is asking us. Can I drive? I'm like, I don't know about that. Do you know how to drive? Do you have your license? I'm not sure my insurance cover you. There is longing for that day in our life. And too many of us have delayed that because of control, fear, misunderstanding of who he is. You know, I still wonder if I'm the better driver than him. You know, can you be that dumb? Yes. I think he's a better driver than me. Why is it that I'm so scared to let him drive? Okay, I think this is the ultimate calling now in our life. Would you let me drive? And it's the game changing. And the calling is out there. Jesus is there. And you may be in a different phase in what I share about the trunk, the back seat, the front seat. But the ultimate goal is let him drive. You know, when Jesus drives, I'm still in the car. I'm still going somewhere. And it's not, I'm not going anywhere. We are going somewhere. And he's calling me. It's almost like, you know, this commitment. Would you give me your life? Yeah, I give you my life in 45 years ago. Yeah. but you still won't let me drive. No? So there's this step of faith. Okay, Lord, I let go of control and I'm going to let you. So how do we do that in practice? It's not like I lay on my couch and wait for him to tell me what everything, the little thing to do. It's inviting him in everything I do, trusting that if I go wrong, he's going to correct me. Because everything I do, I invite him into. I may have a project. The whole project is just about me. I invite him in my project. In that case, he's going to wreck the project. But it's good for me. I invite him, whatever I decide. I have plan, I have hope, I have desire. You know, the Lord have nothing against me having desire. But when I understand that his desire for me are always better than mine. So I'm still having my own desire, but then I invite him and allow him to wreck that if it's not the best for me. You know, most of people that think they're fighting against the devil, in fact, they're fighting against God. The most fight in my life was not with the devil, was me holding the steering and not allowing him to be in charge. And I think he really wants us to go to allow him to do that, because, you know, the Lord have dreamed of us even before the foundation of the world. He saw himself driving around with us, dreaming about this time where we're going to finally let him in charge of our life. And from there, we're going to achieve our ultimate purpose of our life, the ultimate purpose of our life. And in everything I did a lot of stuff in my life, all kind of good and all kind of bad. The nicest moment in my life is when I let him in charge. Even when I drove here. It's me that drove, not him. But I invite him. And I want him to be part of it. So walking with God is not be a puppet, you say? And, okay, I'm going to move if he said to move. No, I walk. I do my life, but I invite him. Everything. Today, Lord, I'm going to work. Will you be with me? And during the day, something happened. Okay, Lord, what do we do? I don't know what to do. Do something. These little conversations. This is where we give him the ability to drive our life as we go. And I think spirituality is way more practical than we've seen it. Sometimes we think like, I'm so spiritual, I'm useless. Real spirituality is just practical. Christianity is a practical religion. It's not a philosophy, it's practical. In everyday's life, relationship, big challenge of our life is if you're married, is keep the communication with me and my wife. There too, I want to run the show. And sometimes the Lord say, you don't know where you're going. You need to ask her. I don't like that. She had the direction. Listen to her. I'm like, I don't like that. But every time there too, when I do my own thing, always trouble with the people in the church. Same thing. I cannot help myself. So it's an illusion to think that I'm going to help others. I don't know what to do with my life. Then I'm the pastor, I'm going to tell you what to do with your life. The truth is, if I allow God to use me, through me, He can help you. But when He's in charge in my life, He gave me the tools to help others, like this guy that came up to save us, to fix the flat, the story I tell you earlier. I can be this guy, the AAA guy, AAA. You need fix? I'm going to help you. But not by myself, through the direction of God. When I had on the way here, somebody called me, it's a big mess. A couple in a mess. You ever see that? A couple in a mess? Big mess. I'm like, Lord, I don't know what to do with that. I'm going to need the grace of God because this is way out of my ability. But the thing is, if Jesus is in me, and through me, He can fix something that there's no way I can fix. And it's true with me, but it's true with every one of us, because Jesus is in us, in all of us. But the thing is, to get there, we need to let Him drive. First in our life. And I would say it's almost an everyday's fight. When I get to the car, I go in the driver's seat. I never question that. What about me starting to go in the passenger seat? Go around and wait. Hey, Lord, I need you in this situation. And stop being, can I say, arrogant about my ability, and be more humble. And just simply go to God and say, Lord, I know who I am. Not all the way, but I know enough of me that I know I cannot fix anything. I need your help. The revelation of our inability. There's something there. For too long, we've been preached that, you're strong, you're this. This is not what I see now. It's like, Paul said, when I'm weak, this is when I'm strong. But I need to have the revelation of how weak I am, so He can take and start, so He can drive. I know to have the revelation of how easy I get lost. And make peace with that. Not like pity myself. Make peace with my inability and just give Him room for Him. Because when I'm with Him, I always look good. Huh? You come with a word of wisdom. Well, you look good. Yeah, but truly, this is not from me. You pray for somebody and the person is healed. They think you healed her or him. They're like, yeah, you don't know me. So you understand that if I understand how weak I am, make peace with that, give room to Jesus to fill the big void in me, then through me, be the AAA person. First for me, then for other. What's the point to have a towing if the towing don't work? So, I don't know if you're still with me there. Hopefully, you're stuck. They locked the door after you got in. Okay. This thing about the steering, when I kind of grabbed the steering, when Jesus asked me, can I drive? I'm like, I think there's a challenge for all of us in there. And don't think of yourself like, oh, I already give the control of my life to Jesus. Well, maybe you need to question that. You know, I gave my life to Jesus 45 years ago. Not really. I make a prayer. We start to get to know one another there. Then, in that season of my life, he was in the trunk. Call him only when I was in trouble. And it was like that, big chunk of my life. Then the back seat, and the front seat. And now we struggled as who's the driver. It's like he bought me an English car, a British car, so he's got the steering on his side. Messed me up. I think I get in the driver's seat and steering is there. What's going on? Okay. Think about that. This is funny, how poor we are in relationship. This is Jesus that created the universe, and I'm fearful to let him run my life. Yes, like, talk about stupid. This is me. I'm like, are you sure you can drive? Where are you going to take me? Is it safe? All this fear. You know, he's probably like, I don't know what to do with you. He's still around. He still loves me. And his hope is, when are you going to let go? So, okay. So stop making excuse when time arrived to give him the control. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. Jesus loved you. He loved us so much. He don't want us to keep doing the same thing. And if we could just allow him to drive our life, including him in every aspect of our life, this will change a lot of things. And I think he's looking for a promotion. Would you promote me in your life? Would you do that? This is what he's calling us. And it go with the, how did you say that, free will. He's waiting for us to give it to him. And it will come pretty simple. Just say the word. Hey, Lord, I give it to you. I don't know what to do. Help me, God. I invite you today. I need you. I don't know what to do. It's pretty simple prayer. You don't need a book. Just help me, God. These are deep prayers. Sometimes it's tears. Liquid prayer. Comment tu dis ça? Soupirer. Longing. Longing, you say. This is prayer. Sign, you say? Sign. My wife, she said when the kids are upset, she's like, longing. It's a prayer. Don't let me kill them, Lord. Okay. Lord, we need you, Lord. We need you. We don't know how to do it. Lord, help us to give you more control into our life. Lord, take us through those different steps I shared this morning, that you take more and more room into our life. Lord, I pray for my brother and sister here that you invade their space and let yourself known as a loving God that have a plan, that have all the resource, everything we need to have success in our life. And Lord, deliver us from this fear of letting you control our life. Give us hope in you. Give us, Lord, the ability to just submit ourselves to you. In the name of Jesus, I pray.